Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're off to mission 4. Missions 1 to 3 went okay. I had a bit of fun in those. And we've still got 2 more chapters to do after this. So shall we see what the campaign has in store for us now?
The west coast of Mexico at the close of the 19th century. An unassuming spot with an auspicious name. Topolobampo, with a climate milder than anywhere else. Plains as fertile as the Garden of Eden. And in the mountains, untold riches. The perfect place to make a utopia come true. A life of freedom and equality for all.
So we are off to western Mexico. Topolobampo. I'll probably call it Topo, if you don't mind, because that is a mouthful. We have 3 bonus tasks again, taking the weight off people's feet. Looks like trams, the fastest worm in Mexico. I guess that would be reference to tequila. And love stories and marriage matters. I don't know where we're going with those. Shall we see where we've got to start?
You have just bought a patch of land from the Mexican government. Here, your vision is supposed to become a reality. A free and fair society. Together with a few like-minded people, you are going to build the city of the future in Topolobampo. It shouldn't be all that difficult, since you've already built several railway lines, successfully. Welcome to the City of Dreams. You set out to come here in order to establish a society where no one has to suffer hardship. Everything will belong to everyone and be available in abundance. Large numbers of men and women want to join you, with permission to build their dwellings precisely according to their ideas. Start off by obtaining the necessary material. Excellent raw materials can be found in the surrounding area. All you need to do is get them into town.
Well, there we go. I like the premise of this one. It's actually a feel-good type of thing. Will it work out like that? Unknown. We have to deliver 30 logs to get started. I can see a forest over there. We do have logs up this end. Mine log delivery. Okay. Oh, so that takes logs. Now we've got a silver mine there. We've got some spoons that we make with said silver. Silver spoons. We have a distillery made from cacti. And what else do we have down here? We have a... what are those? Guano. Is that? I don't know what that is. Anyway, yes. And we've got our cactus there. So our start is fairly simple. I see we've got a harbour down there as well. There's the guano. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I don't know. L what? L there. And that's about it to start with. So delivering logs. We'll set it up so that we deliver Topolobampo with all of their goodies if we can. They're only requiring 95 to start with. Where do we want to get in there? It's definitely going to be a train, isn't it? We'll try and do some sort of rail network because, as the good narrator said, we have we've successfully built some already. Yes, we have. Right. Well, where are we going here? Edge of town would be a good one. It just is looking around this area, isn't it? Just at a quick glance. Buildings, let's take a look. Yeah, they're all down this way. It's a little bit awkward that we have to delete some buildings, but we do start off with, what, 50 million is that? That's pretty impressive. We can delete that one without any issues. We're going to set up, I think, some sort of freight hub. I mean, it won't be much of a freight hub at the moment, but there's no telling what we do in the future. So that means we can just get building with some roads, can't we? Are we fairly flat out here? Yeah, it's fairly flat and deserty. We'll send you all the way out there then. And then we'll hook you in. That gives us a few options, doesn't it? We'll get you deleted. It might be worth having an extra road come down here. I don't mind deleting just a handful of buildings to start with. But it gives us a few options then. And we'll hopefully give them a way to build. I'm hoping they build across here or something like that anyway. And we'll get our first station in. We'll go through station rather than a terminus. We'll stick with 240. Do we need more than 2 tracks? Not just for wood, but the fact we have silver spoons here, which is an end product, and we have alcohol over there. I'm going to go 3. They might not come here, but we could always use the 3rd track as a through track should we need to get to that over there. And then we'll switch that back down to 1 to start with. As, well, this accepts logs up there near the silver mine. And that takes logs, so should we go with a 2? There's no risk involved really, is there? Preparing for the future or possible futures. And yeah, we can just start that. We don't really need to worry too much about double tracking. What's the grade like here? I guess we could bring up the terrain. Yeah, it's flat, isn't it? It's super flat. Yeah, we absolutely don't need to worry too much about anything there. So we'll take it, leave us a little bit of room for this industry. We can always head into this line if need be. We might end up with some sort of main line, and then this should slide in up there. It's given us a few options. It's fairly direct, isn't it? From this station to that station. We haven't gone out of our way too much. Okay, so that's that bit done. But we do need to deliver our actual logs. And we're not reaching all of our logs. All of our logs are in down that way. Should we go maximum length? It gives us a little bit of room for storage. We do want to fit some storage on here, don't we? Depending on how many trains we're taking in. And we can start with 2 perhaps. 2 platforms. We do have our alcohol up there. We do have our spoons. So we could perhaps separate the stations as well to reduce congestion at our stations. Right, let's configure you. We'll get a couple of big cargo buildings at the back, hopefully. There we go. We've got a little bit of room there and a little small one. Why not? We'll get you on there. We've even got enough room down at the bottom. That should give the AI enough room to build a road across there should we need it. So we've got our basics set. Now, where do we want to place our drop-off? Somewhere in the middle, don't we, to grab as much as possible. Maybe down these back streets. Don't need to worry too much about the speed of roads. So we're going to go just there. Does that get everywhere? Yes. Not these 2, but our stations should have a little bit of reach as well, shouldn't they? Do we reach these 2? Yeah, okay. So we reach some from the station itself and we reach the rest from our truck stop there. Is this good? I think it's good. We'll need us a depot out the back here. Well, if we go a little further back, yeah, let's get a little bit of terrain done. So we've got a nice footing for our depot, and then we'll allow our depot to go into either platform. There we go. I mean, it's fairly flat. It's not going to cost as much, is it, to set up a nice bit of terrain here. Get back to the depot. We'll stick you out just there, and we'll hook it up to both platforms. Always the worry, of course, that we'll end up with an issue where our train goes to the incorrect platform. The terrain looks pleasant. We can perhaps start with an early official episode. There we go. That's nice. Good to get that in, isn't it? Yeah, just take some of that edge out. Beautiful. Beautiful. How are we doing down here? Well, this is kind of pleasant, except for the rocks. Well, they're fine where they are. We're raised up on a bed of ballast. And trees are a bit close, but I don't think we care. It is 1885. We're just going to go full on. I mean, it's a steam train. Could catch fire, perhaps, but not in Transport Fever 2. Okay, let's set some lines up then. Topo East to Topo. That's what I'm calling it, so I don't trip over the name. Topolobampo. And we'll go with a wood colour, shall we? Yeah, that'd be that nice brown. Topo log freight. And we'll wait until full, so we take a full load on our first run, and that should get everything moving. We've only got to deliver 30, but why not take more? We'll try and make a little bit of profit on that. And then we need another new line from Topo branch into the midst of Topo. Oh, if we have that the other side, we can go on the outside, can't we? Around the outside. Yes, I like it, around the outside. We'll delete you, and we'll stick you on the other side. Same thing, except we don't cross paths down here. I like that. That's nice and pleasant, isn't it? Yes, that should keep our traffic flowing, and we don't cross over up this end either. Very nice, very nice. So we can't call it line 1, can we? Manage line. Let's change the colour as well. It can be the same as the rail line. Topo a log delivery should do for that naming. And yeah, we'll have them wait until full. At the moment, we don't have anything else to worry about. Full load. And we'll only pick up logs. A little bit risky, but I do want to keep them separated. So load logs and unload whatever you like, which will be logs, because that's the only thing you can pick up. Right. We now need a depot, don't we, for our trucks? And we could put it here, couldn't we? Close. We could put it down that way, perhaps. I don't know whether they're actually going to build up there, but it would give us a nice bit of scenery alongside our track here. There we go. Get you just there and put it on curvy. We'll get you hooked in. Pleasant. Right, let's get some trucks running, and that should trigger the demand. I mean, it will trigger the demand anyway, but we might as well go full demand. Buy vehicles. We have a selection of one type of vehicle. Yeah, we haven't progressed in time, so we're still in this era. So how many do we want to start with? 6? We'll start with 6. It's cheap as chips, isn't it? A horse and carriage. You get on Topo log delivery. And that will trigger demand over at our forest there. And the orders should start coming in. Once we build as a train and stick it on the line, we've got a bit of a selection here. We've got a Baldwin 6-wheeler. We've got the General, a Baldwin Class 56, and a Mogul. What about wagons? Cargo wagons. They do 31 miles an hour. So really, all we need to do is get anything that's around 30 miles an hour. We don't want these two. We're losing out on, firstly, top speed, and then of the wagons, that is, and as the old maximum potential speed. But the Baldwin, 37 miles an hour, a little over, so it's got enough power, 386 brake horsepower. This is definitely worth considering if we need extra wagons, but we can always switch to those later if we wish to have a bit more throughput. So we're going to go with the Baldwin Class 56, and it's faster than our box cars here. Is that what we need? No, we're going to need the flat car with side stakes, aren't we? And we'll go until our power down here reads at mediocre, and then we'll just run with that. How many is that? Mediocre. Well, that's quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah, we've got only 98 meters of length, 56 capacity, rather nice, 31 miles an hour, only cost us 2.6 million. Let's buy you and get you on. Can't see it because it's over that way, and we've got the see what you can see on, don't we? Maybe. Yes, there it is, this one up here. Topo log freight, get you on there. What we should hopefully see now once we hit play is a little bit of demand coming through. There we go. Our orders are coming through. Consumers, it'll be Topo. In fact, I thought that was going to be Elf Fiority. Fjord. I don't know. I thought they wanted something, but no, it's the silver mine over there. Right, shall we have a look at our train? Our orders should get going pretty rapidly, I would say. We cover everything over at Topo Lobampo and Pleasant Train. We've already got us a bit of a cab ride going, don't we? That's nice. I do like you. There we go. You get loaded up. Logs are going in the back of our flat cars there. And production should increase up to however many they need. Currently there are only 31 orders, but we're picking up. More and more orders are coming through. They're all hearing about our brand new freight delivery service. So it shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long at all. How many we got to go? We are at 38 of 56 and climbing. Right, we're off. We're off on our first delivery. Hopefully it makes us a bit of money. We still want to make money, don't we? We don't want to gradually plunge into debt. I like our earnings must start out with a massive loan or something, perhaps. Is that what we start out with? We do not start out with a loan. You start out with a straight up balance, do you? Oh, that's pleasant, isn't it? No loan? No loan. Hey, that's really nice. It's really nice, really relaxing. Gives you a little bit of freedom to build what you like. Yeah. It lets you concentrate on the logistics side rather than the finance side. That may change later on, of course. I mean, we could get on board. We're just moseying down our track here. It's kind of pleasant, isn't it? I don't know which side would be that side. We don't have any signals yet. We don't need them. We only have one train. I'm so glad they fixed the windows. I know, I probably mentioned that a lot. But our track's nice and pleasant. It's quite flat, isn't it? Yeah, we're doing maximum speed, 31 miles an hour. Didn't seem to struggle. We could get down with X key. Press Z first. There we go. We've got a GoPro attached to the side of the train, because that definitely existed, didn't it, in 1880, nearly 1886? Definitely. That would be a monstrous camera. It's nice out here. It's nice to see a bit of different scenery. The deserty feel to it. Because I always go for the green. The nice, pleasant green scenery. But this is a nice change for me. Yeah, I do like it. Right, our first deliveries are coming in. Are we going to meet our 30? We should do, shouldn't we? We've got 56 on board. And our trucks are patiently waiting. Trucks, I'm calling them trucks already. And we're done.
The project is growing and thriving. Thanks to the high-quality materials, the buildings that have gone up look downright stately. The first settlers have moved in, and everyone is working busily to make the perfect society a reality. But a fulfilled life includes more than just work. Physical well-being, fun, and amusement are just as important. Make sure that the municipal facilities of Topolobampo are furnished with the necessary consumables. May health and a zest for life pave the way.
Okay, so we have to find out what cargo is needed at the hotel or the hospital and make at least one delivery. One? No. Will we break it if we do both? I don't want to do one. Who wants to do one? I mean, it might make it a little more difficult or a little more fun. One of these is the hospital. I'm going to assume... Oh, there we go. It says it right there. I didn't see that hidden away down there, but it's a little similar to the pub we had before. Oh, I love all of this, guys. It's such a shame it doesn't exist in the standard free play. And this is our hotel. I mean, hospital's important, right?
The men and women of the colony are strong and healthy. But in spite of that, If an emergency were to arise, it must be ensured that the surgical instruments at the hospital are guaranteed germ-free. Medical-grade alcohol can be manufactured for this purpose from the large numbers of cactuses on hand.
So the plural of cactus is cactuses? I thought it was cacti. Okay. I learned something new. Cactuses. Maybe. Now I'm confused. I don't know. I feel like I've lied to myself all these years. Cacti. No, I don't know. I'm not going to go there. Anyway, so we've got a hospital that requires alcohol now for sterilising. And that is all the way. Over there takes the cactuses. I mean, it's not a terrible word, cactuses. And that means we have to set up a nice line running up to the distillery, then down from the distillery into our station. Can we take both? This didn't used to be a requirement, so you can have an industry that spawns. I mean, this is basically what this is, isn't it? And has a requirement in a city at any point. So
the city of the future will lure plenty of guests who want to marvel at this model of success with their own eyes. That's why the hotel should be fitted with only the finest furnishings. With stylish eating utensils, for example.
Okay, I think we only have to deliver one. The hospital's 20 alcohol, 20 barrels or whatever they want to be. And we've got 40 lots of silver spoons. I would imagine it's more than just 40 silver spoons total. And our horse and carts are keeping up with the deliveries just about. There's not too many left in there. We will let's just quickly add another vehicle on there to make sure. There we go. Keep on top of that. We'll match line rates in a bit. We've got some more infrastructure to build because we've got to build a line to deliver our alcohol and a line to deliver silver spoons. So indeed, we will need these 3 platforms, which is lovely. Now, silver spoons, we could get that going fairly rapidly, couldn't we? That's the easier of the two.
A real streetcar,
what's going on here?
The kind they have in all the glamorous cities, would suit Topolobampo to a T. It would give the members of the community a chance to take a load off their feet.
To a grand T. Right. Except, sure.
The streetcar is a good thing. But on no account should what the draft horses leave behind be allowed to end up in front of the town's prestigious buildings.
Okay, so we need to build us a streetcar. No stop by the hotel. No stop by the hospital. A little bit awkward that we have to avoid these areas, but I do like that restriction. It leaves us a little bit of... it's kind of straightforward, isn't it? We could have something going on this sort of way. We've got residential over this side. If we just bring up the layers here, we've got residential there. We've got a bit of industry over that way. Our logs are the industry, and some commerce up by the station, which is rather handy because they are not affected by sound pollution. The city's growing because we are delivering our logs. So a streetcar. It would have been nice to run down the main street. We can do this way. Right, let's pause that then. And we'll try and figure this out. We could always run down the back here if we can get it in. Yes. And have it run down that way. It's going to be a big loop. We've only got to carry 10 people. I don't want to get too carried away. Do we have to carry them anywhere? No, just 10 people are moved by streetcar. Should we go with a big loop? Why not? I may regret this. Going overboard. I mean, well, actually, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of traffic happening. And if we're not careful, that's going to get bogged down, isn't it? Our truck routes. Our horse and cart routes. So we'll start down this end. We'll start down this end. And we'll run it through. Every other stop should do. We'll just go round. I mean, we could run by there. Given our funds, I am going to send as a road, if we can get it in, across there and across that way. Actually, straighten up. And we'll do a little bit of expansion for them. Then we can continue our line. Yes, down there. And we should be fine to go somewhere over there. Our trucks are up here, aren't they? So we do really need to avoid them. And since they're streetcars, we can kind of skip past where our trucks are. And we'll continue... Yeah, we'll continue around the back because we're going with a bit of a loop, aren't we? You go there, and we'll have another one up that end. That should be everything. We'll just have a an anti-clockwise one. There we go, guys. Topo 1. That is the tram. And what colour are we going with? Why not orange? Why not? We do share a line with our horse and carts down here. Not a big deal. We do need to... streetcar. Now, streetcar, I'm going to assume they're not electric, but they're still going to use tram tracks, aren't they? So we need to set up some tram tracks now around where we were. If that is a thing, of course, which I can see electric. Are they electric? We need to get a tram depot in, don't we? I guess up here would be fine. And yeah, in fact, we could take that little road back. And we'll put a depot... tram depot right on the edge there. Electric? I don't know. I don't know yet. So we're going to just put it in. And if it is electric, we'll keep it electric. But what do we have here? There we go. We do indeed have an electric trolley. That's fortunate, isn't it? It doesn't say what we need to build. So I'm going to go with the electric trolley because why not? Let's upgrade our roads then. With electric. Do we want player ownership? I don't think so. We'll just go around here and upgrade all these with electrics. Hopefully we're going the right way. You can see the stops are changing to tram stops there since we are supplying them with some tracks and some catenary. There we go. That will need to be electric as well, won't it? Was that electric? I don't know. Don't know what that's doing. But I thought I did make this electric, but now I'm not sure. Yeah, we should be able to do it with the tool, right? The tram tool. Yeah, oh, it is. It is. 5 vehicles. Can we stick? Well, there was 9, weren't they? Can we stick 9 vehicles on you? No. What do you mean the vehicle is unavailable at this time? After all that, guys, we can't even have the electrics. Well, I'll tell you what, we do have electricity set up. So, even if we can't have that... Oh, okay. It probably means the horse-drawn streetcar USA. We'll go with this one. Will you let us buy 9 of those? Can we make it electrified, please? That would be cool. We can literally buy them from San Diego. Okay. It's allowing us to get those on. You get on top 01. What's up with you? What have I done? Could not connect all stations. Did I miss some track? It's hard to tell. Oh, I missed this little bit. There we go. I mean, the textures vanish sometimes, so it's always a little difficult. But fortunately, this view allows you to see them right there. Catenary, yes, just in case. We've fixed our line. I mean, it's easy to find out, isn't it? That's nice. We've got some streetcars on the way, guys. Actual streetcars. We should see our horse and cars head out there. These are nice, though, aren't they? They're rather pleasant. Yeah, we get on there. Can we get... oh, I don't know where you're going. Top 01. Can we get inside? X, isn't it, to get inside? Yeah, because the windows... Now, it'll get a bit busy in here. But that's pleasant in there. Anyway, guys, I think that's a good place to end it. This might happen, though, depending on how popular our tram service is. We may double up on it and have a clockwise and anti-clockwise loop as well. And there go our first people. Alright, guys, we are being loaded up with logs. And we are about to drop them off into a Topo Labampo. I know he says it, but I still trip over that. It's not an everyday name that I use. And we may trigger the delivery of 10 people bonus while we're on here, but that's fine. We can see what's next, can't we? And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that for a start. Lots to do when we come back, though. We've got to set up those silver spoons and set up some alcohol delivery for our sterilisation needs at the General Hospital. Is that what we're calling it? Sure. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.